Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnaz.
And this is Yumi.
I don't know why she's here.
She's replacing Shinji for the purposes of this video. She's like, I'm okay with it. Don't look at me like that. She's like, what'd you call me?
She's like, that's not my name. I hope she farts this time because it's pointing towards you.
Please, no. But today we're going to briefly talk about the Netflix Pacific Rim Uprising anime and what we think about the idea.
So in the last video, we talked about it a little bit and got us all excited. So we looked up some more information and now I'm kind of like...
So what it sounds like, it's going to be an episodic anime based in the future, which is a sequel to the movie Pacific Rim Uprising, where it's going to follow two kids, I guess like the way they explain it, it's an optimistic teenage boy and his younger sister trying to get through the desert or whatever, the wasteland, piloting a Jaeger to find their missing parents.
So is this their Jaeger, does it say, or did they find
They
it?
find it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like Uprising where like they made a Jaeger. Even though that's a thing, I guess. So it's probably they come across somebody else's creation and they have to use that. Then maybe like it gets upgraded throughout. Maybe something like Gurren Lagann.
That would be different.
I would imagine. But that's essentially all that we really know about what's going on. Which to me, it sounds kind of like Gurren Lagann. In a sense.
Yeah.
But what has me excited though is at least from the teaser poster, it looks like it's going to at least be 2D animated with probably 3D animation tossed in.
And to a certain extent, I'm okay with that, actually.
Yeah, because with the new Gridman series, where the animation flows pretty nicely between both of them, where the 3D doesn't stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
And I hope that's something that they translate back into this anime. Because I think this kind of setting works really well with an anime anyways, because Pacific Rim is essentially a Gundam / Tokusatsu movie. So it being brought back to its more traditional roots, I think would be a really cool idea for this series. And especially definitely keep it episodic, where you can have kind of like the Kaiju of the Week theme. Or maybe even something closer to, say, Netflix's Voltron.
I am okay with any of it. As long as I get something, you know what I mean?
I just want more Jaegers punching monsters in the face. And more toys to come out of this.
And I hope this does, like, amazing, where Netflix would pick it up.
Yeah, just keep going on with the series.
Yeah, like in every freaking, like, a year at least, give us a season of it or something.
Yeah, like I said, I hope it does something similar to, say, what Voltron's been doing. Or maybe even, like, do this, or, like, each season's, like, its own condensed story. So if I was, like, each season's, like, a new character or a new, like, arc in time in Pacific Rim, like, this could be, like, a sequel to Uprising, while the next one could be, like, a prequel to Pacific Rim.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't really, like, has to be, like, continuous seasons, you know what I mean? Which
is something you don't ever really see.
Yeah.
For the most part. You don't see, like, each season is essentially its own new anime. But it's all tied together because of the same universe.
Not unless it's like Naruto or something.
No, that's still, it still just continues. Like, the sequel is just him older. It's pretty standard fare nowadays. It's like Dragon Ball. Like, Dragon Ball Z is just Goku older.
Alright. Do not compare Dragon Ball Z to Naruto.
I'm sorry. Well,
okay, you gotta take this from him.
I will say, Naruto is probably better than Dragon Ball, but Shippuden is nowhere near better than Z.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
I would say, like, Naruto, like, inches past Dragon Ball for me. It's not much better.
Naruto was a pretty good show. Dragon Ball Z was... Dragon Ball was okay.
Yeah, like, I enjoyed Dragon Ball, I enjoyed Naruto. Z, one of my more favorite animes, while Shippuden, not so much. Because it essentially had the same problems that Naruto had, but I just didn't find it as interesting. But, anyways, getting back to Pacific Rim. It'd be pretty sweet. The thing I think I'd be most excited about, though, is, at least from what we saw in the poster, is I want anime-style Pacific Rim figures. Like, give me, like, anime-style Robot Spirits figures at a higher price point, so they have all the detail in them.
That would be amazing.
That would be sweet. Don't give me rehashed of the old ones with better paints. I don't want that. I want slightly new style and make them look cooler. Kind of like what they're doing with the Ultra Axe and the figure arts for the Ultraman anime.
Yeah.
Because we're getting that soon too, which is also going to be on Netflix. I'm pretty sure. That one I have to look back up. I think it's supposed to be on Netflix.
At this point in time, dude, I don't care. I just want to see something good. It's like, same with the, what's that they released, and it was, like, completely different, but it was still watchable.
The only thing that has me worried is if this is going to hurt a sequel to the actual live-action movie.
No, if this does good enough, it will actually make it better.
That's true, because the way the movie ends is you think the sequel would be them taking the fight to them.
Yeah.
Like going to their world. Well, this one just seems like it's more like finding my parents kind of story. Like, where's my mama?
Yeah, so I don't think it has anything to,
Yeah, again, which would be kind of cool if they did, again, like self-contained stories per season.
Well, like Pacific Rim universe is huge. There's so much story out there that can be told,
Which is true. Like, even in the first one, they hint at a lot of stuff that happens that you never got to see.
I just want my Onibaba.
Nobody cares about your Onibaba.
I care about it.
I want Slytherin to make a comeback so I can get my damn toy finally. Well, I guess I need an Onibaba too, so I can't really argue. But it would be cool to see like how certain actions, like especially like in the novels, where you got to learn more about some of the previous fights.
Yeah.
That they only like hinted at in the first movie. It'd be cool to actually see like a visual representation of that.
Even if it is animated, I wouldn't care. I just want to see it.
Like I said, like for this kind of thing, like I think animation's probably my more preferred way to go.
You know what I am worried about though? Because like every time I see the poster, it looks really good, but then I just see those memes of like comic, anime, and Netflix adaptation of it, and it just
where it's just like hit. Well, the Netflix animes have been good. Them translated into live action has not been good.
And that's
so
what
thankfully,
I'm worried about.
well, because this is animated, so it should be fine. Like Seven Deadly Sins, you have the Castlevania, Voltron, another good example. Like their animation stuff has been amazing.
Yeah, that is true.
While live action stuff, I can't think of a single good one. At least Netflix original. Like my wife made me watch Bleach.
Jesus Christ, Steve. At a point of time in your life, you gotta just put the noose around her head and just push her. The next time she makes you watch something, push her.
That's a little dark. Okay.
It is dark.
I think I'd just go back downstairs. But anyways.
You know what?
It was like the fights were kind of cool, but God, that sword was hideous and why? I don't know.
I didn't finish it.
That's one of those animes.
How did it end? I didn't finish it, Steve.
It ends with him fighting Renji and then getting owned by Captain Katsuki. So Rukia goes back. He forgets about her. That's where it ends. You know, like where like the anime where like the Soul Society arc would start?
Yeah.
That's where it ended. So you're like, yeah, God damn it. So you don't really get to see any of the super cool stuff.
I'm happy I didn't finish that. I'm happy.
No, it was... I like that they had Johnny Bach doing Ichigo still. For if you watch the English dubbed. But that was pretty much about it. Because the Rurouni Kenshin ones were Netflix, and those were like okay.
Yeah. I watched them on Funimation. They were pretty good.
Yeah, like nothing amazing, but they were fun to watch. The Fullmetal Alchemist one was like one I made like 10 minutes in. I'm like...
As soon as they started fighting on that street, I was out. Like,
at least Bleach was like, the fights were kind of entertaining. Like, that I just couldn't get behind the characters.
And that's what I'm worried about. Please, Netflix, for love of God, don't ruin Pacific Rim for me.
Well, I think like Fullmetal Alchemist was one of those ones. I think if they did like what like they do in the like when they make like big budget movies where like they whitewash everything and like everybody's white. Fullmetal Alchemist, I think, would have been one of the okay scenarios.
Yeah.
where like you can't really fudge it up, but they did it. So yeah.
What was that anime that they turned into live action that was pretty good? It's about that kid that
The Guyver?
No.
Guyver.
No.
Well, Guyver Dark Hero, sorry.
Uh,
You can argue the first one.
Gosh.
Which we still have to stream. You want to stream that today? I think it's in my car still.
No. It's that kid that he keeps going every time like he goes back and, you know.
Oh, Erased.
Erased, yeah. That one was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's how do you mess that up?
Huh?
It's literally the anime.
Yeah.
Like, the problem with that live action one, there was no reason to watch it.
Yeah, like
Which is kind of the problem with all of them. It's just a rehash of the original story, but done in a worse way.
Hey, don't talk about the new Grinch movie like that.
That looks at least different. Like, it's not exactly the same story.
No. It's pretty bad, I heard.
I kind of want to see it, but Wreck-It Ralph's coming out too, so I'm probably going to go watch that.
Hey, have you seen Overlord yet?
I was thinking about seeing that yesterday.
You should go watch it today. You can take me out on a date, Steve.
You're supposed to take me out on a date. Since I am supposedly the one more full of estrogen, you have to treat me like I'm pretty.
Touche.
So there. But yeah, so needless to say, very excited for the anime. But let us know in the comment section below what you guys think of the anime. If you guys think it's a good idea, or would you rather just wait for the next live action one? Let us know in the comment section below. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Let me hit the kaiju. Punch the kaijus. She just doesn't care.
Yeah, not really.
Lay back, dog.
She's like, I'm just gonna go back to bed. Hey, what you know? Oh, okay, thank you. She's like, I realized the error of my ways. Kisses.
Bite him. Eat him. Be like, ah.